What an exciting couple of weeks it has been at Athletes Unlimited, and in case you missed any of it, you're in the right place. This is Around the League and I'm your host, Savannah Collins. How long has it been since you could go to a live sporting event anytime you wanted? Think about it, it's been a while. That's why Athletes Unlimited wants to welcome you, your friends, and family out to a great time at one of our games this summer. Tickets are on sale now, not just for lacrosse, but softball season too. We can't wait to see you there. A very exciting dotted line was signed last week for a multi-year partnership with Nike Lacrosse. This means AU Lax uniforms, footwear, sticks, and protective equipment will don the check. We just had to do it. Listen, softball fans, I don't know how you are going to choose who to root for with the stellar roster that is coming together for this season. Just last week, 9 players were added to the 60-athlete roster, including 2 returners, Sam Fisher and Kelsey Stewart, plus Courtney Gano, Riley Sartain, and another Olympian, Ali Aguilar. And you can't forget about the rookies who signed, Jesse Harper, Alyssa Denham, Sierra Bryan, and Odyssey Alexander. Speaking of rookies, my guest on Athletes Unplugged this week is lacrosse player Angie Benson. Here she is.
So your journey to becoming a pro, to me, is remarkable. I'll give the cliff notes because it is such a journey. So you played a couple years in college, took almost 3 years off, kind of described it as your retirement, but started your own business, opened, where you work now, kind of growing lacrosse in Southern Florida. And then you played a little bit in Europe, and then you got the call from Virginia Tech, got your NCAA eligibility back, and now you've been drafted by Athletes Unlimited. I mean, what a story.
It's been a wild ride I didn't even know if I was even going to get here. It was such a rocky road and journey. And now that I'm here, I look back, I'm like, geez, I did the most unconventional way possible to become a pro.
Does it mean more now with this upcoming season, just of the journey?
Well, that was the ultimate goal of coming out of retirement when Virginia Tech's coach called me and was like, hey, I need you to play for a season. We're going out injured. We'd really love to have you on. And I was like, all right, cool. I haven't played in 3 years, but I wasn't really jumping on board. I was like, no way. I'm living my life in Florida. I'm traveling. I was I'm making money. I was I'm good. Why would I go to Virginia Tech? And then he was just just come on, my promise. We'll set you up and it'll be fine. And I was I'm coming out of retirement. We're going to go all the way. So then I came out, played those 8 weeks, and then the COVID season happened. So now my season just got cut short. I only played for 8 weeks. The pro league wasn't happening at all that summer. So I was okay, I just changed my whole life to go chase this dream, if we want to call it. And everything just kind of crumbled with COVID. So then the NCAA granted an extra COVID year back. So I was all right, I guess we're going to restart this situation. And that season just kind of just took me here. And that's basically the road. So it all worked out, but it was pretty bumpy along the way.
Is there someone for this AU season that you're really excited to play with or against?
There's so many, because now I'm at the point in my career where I'm playing with the people that I looked up to. So it's such a surreal moment where I'm all right, I looked up to you my whole life and I thought you were super cool. And now I can't fangirl next to you because then I'm going to seem super weird. But I also want you to be on my team. Does that make sense? So I was I'd rather play with you than against you. I'm excited to play with Michelle Tumalo, honestly. I think it's such an honor. She's such a legend in the game. She's one of the vets, and she just announced her last season with USA and all this stuff. So I was just being in that presence, I think, is super exciting, and I think I could learn so much from her. And then you have people like Kayla Trainer and Taylor Cummings, you just read about them all the time, and now you could potentially be on the same field or against them, and now you have to be at that level. So just hearing your name next to other names is just a crazy thing to me, and I'm oh man, okay, let's play, guys. Let's do it. So it's a little intimidating, and that's why I'm okay, let's just focus on the mindset. So
you have been running this training and clinics and camps down in SoFlo. and really trying trying to establish lacrosse in Florida. And there's that stereotype that, oh, we don't recruit that low, we don't recruit that far south. Yep. So what would you say the mentality, the grit, the reputation of Florida lacrosse players are as that grows, and maybe they're going around the country to start to expand?
I definitely think we're on the come up. I will say that. I think we can train all year round. We're in the brutal heat all the time. I think we produce a lot of athletes, and that's what's super key. You grew up in Florida. You understand a lot of the coaches or a lot of parents. And obviously we need parents to start up and coach rec and grow the sport. That's the initial. But now we got to start getting more players coming back and coaching. And that is my biggest thing, because I wasn't coached by a player basically my whole entire career in Florida. My first time I got coached to play my position or even by a lacrosse player was in college. So that my goal is to provide what I just didn't have. We see a lot of players in college now killing it, and they're from Florida. So you're super excited. Texas as well. So I'm excited to see where the future goes. I think there's a lot of opportunity down here.
It must feel so good to give back to where your career started. And what I always love to say, being a Floridian Florida athletes is it'll never be too hot for us. No. Never. Try and come here and play in the humidity. You can't. You can't do it.
You go to the hospital. I go play in the cold. I just freeze up and we're fine. I'm alive. But you come here, you're going to the hospital if you're not prepared. It's such a different breed.
I love it. Well, Angie, thank you so much for joining me on Athletes Unplugged. We can't wait to see you in action in just a couple weeks. It's coming up on us.
Thank you for having me. It was so much fun.
Over the weekend, Athletes Unlimited hosted an open tryout in Rosemont for the upcoming softball season. There were more than 50 athletes there showing their stuff in hopes of being added to the roster. I got to see them in action this weekend and capture some of those moments. Check it out.
It's been so cool to see everybody that's come out. I know we had a lot of signups, and for the people that actually made it, we have such a wide range. We have people right out of college, we have people that have, graduated from a couple years ago, and it's really cool to see them honestly be treated like pros. This is what it should look like. This is what they deserve, and I'm really happy that we can provide this opportunity. Really excited to see talent that we, may not have seen on another platform.
I think some of the biggest things obviously are the physical attributes, being able to compete at this level, as in just being able to field, be defensively capable to field those tough plays, roll double plays, make catches in the outfield, and be able to pitch and compete. And then also just being able to hit the ball and being able to have lots of power and explosive, but also being fast and smart on the bases. I think a biggest thing for us here is to compete and have fun in the process of it, and also just being able to go out there and have fun and showcase yourself.
I mean, it's so awesome because I remember last year when we were trying to get people to, sign with Athletes Unlimited, or I know that they were struggling trying to find people to play a year or two. Not only do we have a lot of players that want to play, but we have a whole tryout. So I think that's Athletes Unlimited is doing great, and I hope it obviously keeps building from here.
And finally, we have a bonus interview this week. Alex Osh joined Alicia Graves, and they got a little workout in, but you are going to get to know a little bit about this AU attacker. Check it out.
Alicia Graves here with AU lacrosse player Alex Osh. Today we are going to get to know Alex and get a little workout in as well. So let's get started. First thing I want to know, when did you first begin your lacrosse career?
Oh my gosh, so I started playing lacrosse when I was 10 years old. So I've been playing for, oh my God, 21 years now, and I loved it. They offered it at my school, and I picked it up, and I had played basketball, soccer, all those other sports, and I just loved how fast the game was, and I kind of never looked back.
Why did you decide to join AU?
I mean, lacrosse has been my entire life, and I think that it's given me so much. It's given me my career, it's given me my fiance, it's given me every relationship I've ever had, that I find it's my duty to give back to the sport as much as I can. And AU is a way for young girls to look up to professional athletes and one day aspire to be like us. And I think that when I was little and growing up, I didn't have a female athlete to look up to, and I want to be that role model for that next generation.
One of the things that you highlighted was that young women can see older women playing the game that they also love. What is the hope for the future of professional women's lacrosse?
I mean, my hope is that you don't have to have 17 jobs to be able to be a professional athlete as a woman. I love that I work a lot, and I know that it's in my blood, but I know how much better I could be if I didn't have a million other things that I had to do to prepare for the season. I want people to choose to do other things because that's what they want to do, not because they have to. So I want young girls now to be able to look up and say, it's realistic to make a legitimate salary, be globally recognized by being a professional lacrosse player.
What are you most looking forward to?
Oh my God, just playing again, like having a stick in my hands. We haven't played in so long that I'm just so excited to get out there and be with some of my best friends in the whole world. Throw that ball around and put some balls in the back of the net. That's my goal.
Now we're gonna go into a couple rapid fire questions to get to know you just a little bit more here. And we're gonna get our kettlebell swings going. So first one, leg day or upper body day?
Leg day, all day.
Favorite cheat meal?
Favorite cheat meal, anything full of carbs, pasta, pizza, bread bowl at Panera, anything.
And what's your favorite healthy snack?
Ooh, I'm a big hummus gal. I love hummus and red peppers, hummus on anything.
Kettlebells or dumbbells?
Ooh, kettlebells.
And can you show us your favorite swimsuit pose?
Yes, I can. Here we go. Wait for it.
Love it. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you so much. This was so fun.
I am sweating just from having watched that. So Alicia is a face that you are going to see more of. She's joining me to help cover the upcoming season of lacrosse. We are pumped to have her on board, but I think I'm gonna leave the workout interviews to her. Thanks for tuning in to Around the League. May you have an unlimited rest of the week.